We thought we'd sit here and tell you how it all began.
The story started for all of us together with my cousin Joe and my friend Patrick, and Lee being Joe's friend. I think we all came together through. I think I introduced you and Joe first,
Yep.
correct?
Yeah, Andy and I had just finished doing the Perfect Weapon video, and he said his cousin Joe had moved to LA and needed some help shooting some stuff, and I had no idea what it was going to be. And then after meeting Joe, the stuff that I had read made a lot of sense.
Reading it sight unseen is difficult.
You're like, who's this idiot?
And how do
on
you
the
guys?
page?
I mean, I don't know if anybody knows.
Did you guys go to high school?
Yeah, we went to high school.
We went to high school together. We made a bunch of dumb videos in high school together.
Yeah.
No, so we started this. I think the first thing that none of you have seen, we filmed at my old apartment in Hollywood years ago. We did several episodes, or all the stuff that I was going to be in. We shot
all of the first season scenes we did on your porch.
Yeah.
At a place called the Restaurant.
Well, we made up. Yeah. We called my front porch the restaurant, and that's how the waitress stuff started.
Okay, here's what's happening. In 4 hours, a car is going to come get you and take you to an airport in Long Beach. From that airport, you will be taken to Mexico City. Once you're in Mexico City, a man wearing a poncho named Juan will put you into another car and take you to a small holding outside the city. There you will be with the others. You haven't told a soul, have you?
No, nobody. Baby vacation!
Yes. Baby vacation.
And then I don't know. I think that you lost all that footage. Or something.
Yeah. It was supposed to just be a quick, I just had all these sexual misadventures and everything else that had happened in my life, and so it's just like, well, let's write these down. Maybe
Yeah, and
somebody
just
will
so you
believe
know,
it.
all of this is true. Everything in this series that's happening, is true. This
Not
is
a lot,
biographical-
a lot of, surprisingly, a lot of it is real.
Or based in some reality.
Yeah,
all
or
the
based
worst
in
stuff.
reality of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a twin who is
A sex tape rapist.
Sex tape rapist.
He is a sex tape rapist.
The alleged sex tape rapist, Joseph Fitzgerald, was released on a $100,000 bond and is due back in court next week.
Yeah, he definitely does not look like me.
But yeah, the original plan was just because I think we were just hungry to shoot something.
Yeah, we just
and
wanted
then
to shoot something, and I was hungry. I had already lived out here for a while, and Joe just moved here, and I pitched him a similar concept, and then neither one of us was really excited about that. And then a couple months later, he pitched the Average Joe concept, and I was like, that's perfect. Awkward comedy is absolutely your thing. Like, let's shoot this. Let's make this. So we started filming it, and it was a lot of garbage. There's one scene in particular that always sticks out in my mind, and this is also in the Lost Files that happened. But there's this scene where it was like one of the first sex scenes we shot.
It was the first sex scene we shot.
And it was
I don't know if you guys know about
it was with Joe's his actual ex-girlfriend. Like, they had dated, and then they broken up, and then we were like, hey, can we shoot this with you?
Sure.
Can we shoot Joe having fake sex with you? Like, the most awkward thing in real life that you could imagine.
Somehow in my mind it would be easier because we had done it actually, so it wouldn't be uncomfortable. Like, oh, I'm here,
Yeah.
But
it wasn't.
But it was weird, and they both took shots beforehand, so they got kind of drunk and weird. And it got so
Everyone's wasting,
weird.
by the way, the whole show. You should know that Joe requires that the actors take at least 6 shots before the camera turns on. So.
And we shot this scene where we put the camera at the head of the bed, and we had Joe just coming at just veins, just just coming at the camera, more veins, Joe. Push it harder, and his face was just red and vein. It was horrible.
It was so gross. And we got a vagina point of view shot where we put the camera in between her legs and then had me sniffing it because it was supposed to smell bad. It was really vulgar.
Look what you missed out on, guys.
It was we do a lot of weird stuff, but it was too much.
I think a lot of the first stuff we shot was mostly just us riffing. I don't think that there was a whole lot of structure, but there wasn't as much.
It was a super loose structure, and it would have been hard to edit. But we had stuff we had episodes, we had stuff that we had shot, and I think we lost 4 or 5 episodes because it didn't break down. What actually happened to those hard drives, Joe?
I dropped it.
Okay.
And then
We could blame the hard drive, though.
And I remember that phone call. It was just I've never heard him more sad and more sorry. He's just dude, Lee, and I was like, what happened? I dropped the hard drives, man. And I was like, oh, okay. What is that? Oh, all the footage is gone.
We lost it, y'all.
It's all gone, man. We lost it all. And I thought for sure he was gonna cry. And immediately we just went into all right, well, what can we save? What do we have so far? Is this gonna work? How much work is this gonna be? And we kind of talked through okay, well, this kind of sucked, so we can kind of get rid of that, but we can do this better. Let's just try, okay, and then at the end of the conversation, I think both of us were like, you know what, we have a chance to make it better, to do better, to try harder, which is surprising. If you watch season 1, you're like, this is their second shot at this, but but it was our second shot at a lot of it, so.
All right, so everybody's favorite scene or joke. My favorite is the whisper fight.
Who's the crazy pregnant one with the gun? I just put the baby to bed.
You've been screaming since you got here.
Damn it.
Are you the waitress?
Yeah, I recognize you too, macaroni boy. This baby is 3 months overdue, and it will not leave my body because it wants its father.
Father? There's no evidence to support it.
Virgin, remember?
You want waitress?
I will be asking the fucking questions here.
Yeah, in episode
Which was
12.
necessary
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
Not written.
there was a noise complaint during the day, and we had shot up until the point where they're supposed to be the loudest part of the fight.
Because I lived below my landlord. So
Yeah.
my landlord came and knocked on the door and told us we had to be quiet or else he was going to call the police. So we just created out of necessity the whisper fight.
Yeah, and the reason was that the 19-month-old fetus was taking
sleeping.
a nap.
Yeah, he didn't want to wake up.
We don't want to wake up the baby.
The fetus.
Yeah,
That was
so
the justification.
The whisper fight is one of my favorite things, I think, by far.
Yeah.
And then I gotta say, in 7-ish, CC in 7-ish is probably the penultimate moment for me where I lost my shit watching it.
Dude, you left the oven on all night, man. We could have burned alive in
Oh
this
shit!
place.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking. I was
Dude,
making
thank
bagel
God
bites.
this thing's electric. If it was gas, Kelly Kapowski, we're done. We go up like the Hindenburg, bro.
Absolutely, we would have, and that would. I'm really sorry. Just, I was making my bagel bites and I just forgot.
Dude, you and the bagel bites, those are your god, but you seriously need to learn how to use this thing. Bake?
Yeah.
Most things are baked at 350, right?
Right.
Start.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
all you do. Then you gotta preheat the oven,
Right.
put your food in, so you wait for it to preheat.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and I understand that part. You know, it's just so. But I got some stuff to
dude,
need to.
you gotta sit here and wait for it to preheat.
You just want to watch the oven preheat.
Yeah, you gotta sit here and wait, dude. If
Um.
it doesn't start preheating, there might be a problem with the heating filament that's inside, so there's just one cable that you gotta unplug in the back. You just plug it back in, just resets. It's a hard reset, dude. It's not that hard.
Sure.
2 buttons, 1 cable, done.
No problem. Sure. Yeah, I totally understand that. So if we can just, I think we're good.
Well, it's only at 112 degrees right now.
The thing is, I don't really have time for. I mean, like a girl is coming over around 7-ish, and I'm trying to like
7-ish?
Yeah.
What does 7-ish mean?
I've been trying to figure out this ish all day. I don't know what her ish
It
is.
depends on an ish policy. What
Yeah,
time is
that's
it
the-
now?
Well, it's like, I mean, it's 6:55 right now. So like,
she could be outside.
I know that. That's I don't have time to be worrying
Are
about
you making dinner? Because if you're making dinner, you gotta wait till it preheats.
Well, I'm using the stovetop, not the actual. Would you please just look? I just really, I need
Dude,
to.
you're gonna burn this place down.
I'm not gonna burn the place down.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it
coming
won't
over,
happen
you're
again.
gonna get all
It won't happen.
confused.
It's gonna be fine. That was like such a happy accident because I think his girlfriend at the time was gonna be in one of the episodes, and then he just drove her there. And then I think that's what happened, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, do you want to be in a scene? He's like, sure. And then we just like coddled together this like idea that he was just really into
Obsessed with
particulars.
Yeah,
timing.
yeah. And it
Yeah.
came back, and we were gonna do it. Just I think it started just like, yeah, let's have him do it one more time. That was fun. And then it just became this thing, and it just made us laugh, and people loved it.
And he enjoyed
like,
doing it, so
yeah, he
it
was
was-
having fun doing it.
That was
so
like a
we
really
just
happy
kept doing
accident, as I think a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
is
a lot of the best stuff has been kind of like the whisper fight, where it's been kind of like, okay, well, we have to do this, so let's make the best of it, and then we do, and it's like, oh, you know what, that was really great. That
Oh,
was
actually,
really
the Apocalypse Now stuff.
the secret that pocket.
That was great.
You just went into my room.
Yeah.
We had a fog machine.
Yeah. Yep.
And
We
and
talked
came
about
in.
it. We were like, Pat's gonna be great at this.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, just let Pat do his thing.
So
Pat's
much
gonna do
drama.
this great.
Yep.
So much drama.
At one
did,
point,
you
I
killed it.
crawl up the wall and like do a flip, and then back over. And I
There's,
was,
there's
when-
some of this that.
yeah, when we were filming it, I was certain that my balls were gonna fall out of the side of my boxers the whole time, and I couldn't believe when I watched it back that my balls did not come out of the box. And by the way, I should say, since this is an opportunity to say it, for those of you who are confused, it was not. It was, yes, somewhat lazy, but it was also the intention that I wear the same exact thing in seasons 2, and now in season 3 I'll be wearing the same thing. And that's because, A, laziness, and B, it was a character choice. So it wasn't that I don't own any other clothes. It was just that we figured, why not have me always in a costume like a cartoon character?
In watching it back, like I just cringe every time I watch an episode or season 1. The episode, it's the longest sex scene we've done in the whole series, and what inspired there to be almost no sex scenes in the second season. But when I go down on the girl, and then she goes down on me,
all the sex scenes, and there's been so many, so many sex scenes that I've been behind the camera on, because it's always awkward at the beginning. So if I had like a nickel for every time I said, "Now I know this is weird, but I filmed Joe having sex so many times, it's okay. We're gonna get through this. It's fine. Like, we'll just get in there, just dive right in."
The priest and Joe needing his check on the steps while the pantsless priest
that whole
assassination.
That whole sequence is probably one of my favorites.
It's really
too.
good.
So many things had to come together.
Joe just needs him to sign the check.
Hey.
Abe, look out! No, you were right! Abe. Joe? Look. Abe! No! Abe! Talk, damn it, talk! Abe, come on. Your check. Oh, thank God. No, Abe, come on. No, Abe. At least I can die knowing who I really am. A man who likes wearing dresses.
Abe, you didn't sign the check.
Abe, you didn't sign the check! Come back to me, Abe! Come back to me! Sign the check! No, it's worthless without your signature!
He's like so upset about him dying.
Yeah, that might be actually.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who have come in
Danny's
for like,
great.
Danny Worsnop did great.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
How you doing? Just checking the mail. The old news of the world. Gotta know what's going on. There's a crazy world. There's crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff. I gotta do the same at home. Just started the new Boy Meets World box set. It's pretty cool.
Brian
Starr.
Who wants to do cocaine with Brian?
Brian Logandale's as
Brian
well.
Logandale's,
Yeah,
yep.
good, so good.
Juliet was great.
Hey, is this the bathroom? Or...
Juliet, hi!
Do I know you?
No, I'm Joe. I'm a big fan.
You look like shit.
It's always the most fun for me is working with somebody I haven't worked with before and just shit on me. Just say the worst thing possible. Don't literally. But, just say, just beat me down.
I think the scene where you are getting your photo taken by Brian Logan is probably the most uncomfortable.
Yeah, that
moment
one
in
gets
all
pretty
the show.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had for that
trophy?
we had my mom buy sex toys in Ohio because I was talking to her on the phone and I was like, yeah, we got to do this weird thing.
You gotta go to Ohio for the good ones.
Got to do this weird thing where we got to have Joe do some weird sex toy stuff. And she's like, oh, I think I know a guy. And she had a story where she just met someone who had some weird sex toy connection. So I was like, okay, well, can you get us? She's like, yes. So my mom bought us all these weird sex toys and then shipped them out here. And just for that, one specific, which we've used them a couple other times.
Yes.
But
I think,
wonderful story.
where's the dildo that we used?
Dildos.
The
dildo, multiple.
The one that we used in the cabin episode.
Oh, you motherfucker, you better have an answer!
Please don't hurt me. I'm the caretaker here.
Thank you. Boy, that's weird. Some perv must have left this here. I'll just get this out of your way.
Yeah,
in Big Bear.
they live in my storage facility.
Lady Fingers is coming back.
Oh yeah, Lady Fingers is back in season 3 in a big way. That was because we shot all that in one day with him.
Lady Fingers was a
in season 2, I mean.
Yeah, but Lady Fingers was that line. I think.
Nice ring.
That was an ad lib. Yeah, I don't think that was written.
Well, because Lady Fingers is something that we had said.
Yeah,
that wasn't
what
his
was
name.
It? What the fuck what were we
just
talking
drugging.
about? We said something about having a butler named Lady Fingers.
Yeah,
who
this was
lives
totally
in your house or something like that. Yeah.
And then when we needed a drug dealer name, I think somebody one I don't know who.
Lady Fingers.
Nice ring. Lady Fingers.
Who the fuck you calling lady fingers, motherfucker?
And we're done. Joe can be the one to tell you why we're done. We've all been begging him to not end this, and yet he is not letting us do it anymore.
Joe, write another 120 pages for us
please,
to shoot.
Joe.
For free.
For $0.
All of us really.
You guys have nothing better to do.
Make time and do this. No, it's really a labor of love for those of you who watch it. Joe spends a lot of time, Lee spends a lot of time, Pat, everybody really dedicates themselves to it, so we're glad you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't think that we would be at this point. Not that we've changed the world, but I think that a lot of people have seen it.
Don't be modest.
You're right. We've changed the world.
We've changed the world.
But it's nice to know that so many of you have watched it and responded to the show. And honestly, season 3 is a result of all of you tweeting and asking. And at some point, I was like, we got to end it right. And so your enthusiasm kind of was contagious, and So we appreciate you guys supporting and watching the show.
Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the next season, and if you don't enjoy it, don't bother writing any comments or saying anything. And also, we are all aware of the individual people that are in each episode. There's no need to comment just with the name of a guest star in all caps.
I hope
3
you
seasons in a movie.
season.
Let's take this opportunity
3
to announce
seasons
that
in a
we'll be
movie.
doing a full-length film
Yep.
as soon as this season is wrapped.
Yep, and we'll do a Kickstarter campaign for that.
Yeah.
And this time we'll only raise $4.
Yeah, we're looking at $80 million for it. So
yeah, but I'm not bitter.
get those
Good.
wallets out.